Hello, welcome to my channel, A Book Forest. My name is Kim and today I'm going to be doing my September TBR. The first book that I'm going to be reading in December, not yet please, in September is Alien Clay by Adrian Tchaikovsky. I got an ARC for this book. I was really surprised to get it because it seems to be a popular author. But I requested it and I got it, so I was super happy. My second ARC ever. So it seems to be a science fiction about a convict who is on a ship to a prison planet, and he's a scientist. So when he gets there, he realizes that there's ruins of an ancient civilization. So basically, humans are not the first civilization that ever existed. So that's very fascinating. I love that kind of thing. Hopefully, it's the mystery and ancient civilizations. Where are they? They've disappeared. No one knows why. So that's amazing. So hopefully I will enjoy that because Adrian Tchaikovsky has written so many books. Like his output is impressive, and I want to really like him so that I can have more stuff to read. Like it seems endless. I don't think I would ever catch up. I would have to make a really big effort. So hopefully I love it, and my second ARC, so I'm really happy about it. Then I probably jump into Tooth and Claw by Jo Walton. Jo Walton is an author I've tried before, and I've talked about it in one of my videos that I've read one book by her and I wanted to read some more because I enjoyed it. So the book I read was Lent. It's about a monk in Renaissance Florence, and it's a bit esoterical and it has historical characters, so it was quite fun. So I wanted to try something else. That's a standalone and it seems quite fluffy, like easy to read. It's about a family that deals with the death of their father and like all family stuff. Like a son goes to court for the inheritance, another son is very agonizing over the deathbed confession of his father. One daughter becomes involved in an abolitionist movement. But the actual interesting thing about this is that they're all dragons. All the characters are supposed to be dragons in this book. That's something I've never seen, and it's fun. So hopefully I enjoy it. I've been on a dragon kick lately, so that's part of the theme. So yeah, can't wait to see what that's about. And then I'm probably gonna keep going with Bound and the Broken. I'm currently reading Of Blood and Fire, which is the first book in the series by Ryan Cahill, and I'm enjoying it. It's giving me Wheel of Time, The Faithful and the Fallen I have back there, and I really enjoyed it, both of them. So it's classic fantasy, the best of like an ordinary boy in a village out of the way from civilization, and he gets thrown into the action, and there's dragons. So yeah, that's the best thing. So hopefully, I think I've heard of Darkness and Light is a bit more modern in a way. Like it gets to do his own thing in this one. The first one is a bit more like down the beaten tracks, but it's really good. I'm enjoying it so far. So yeah, I'm probably gonna just jump into the second book right away. And then I'm continuing with my Cosmere project. So I've had a project of reading the whole Cosmere before the publication of Wind and Truth in December, and I'm getting to it. Like I only have 3 more books to read before Wind and Truth, and I've read the whole published Stormlight Archive. So now I'm down to the secret projects, and the first one is Tress of the Emerald Sea. So I'm really looking forward to this one. It sounds really up my alley, basically. Like it's a nice cozy fantasy with and the main character is a young girl, and I think she lives in a place like she really loves where she lives. She wants to stay there. She's not looking for adventure, and that's when adventure comes to get you. That basically, I'm really looking forward to this. He says that Brandon Sanderson says that his inspiration for writing this was one of them was The Princess Bride, and yeah, I love The Princess Bride, so hopefully I'm pretty sure I will love this. Like, I don't see why not. I've loved pretty much everything he's written, so continuing the trend, and I've heard great things about it. So yeah, the girl basically is thrown into adventure because someone she loves is in danger and she wants to save the person she loves. So that sounds like a real good motivation. And my last read of the month, usually I keep it to 4, but I've started it already. It's The Hobbit. I've read this before, like multiple times. My first read of this was when I was 13. This was my first foray into fantasy, and it holds a very, very special place in my heart. And I was putting my kid to bed, and we need to be in the dark, otherwise he doesn't go to bed. So I was bored, and I decided I had listened to all the podcasts I like, and I didn't want to start a new one, so I decided to try an audiobook, which I've never done before. I'm not an audio person, I'm more of a visual person, so when I listen to a podcast, I lose my concentration at one point, and it's just like I listen to it, but I haven't listened to it, so it's kind of a waste. I don't really mind with a podcast. I can always go back, or just I haven't listened to it. It's no big deal. But with a book, I don't like to do that. However, I've read this. I've know this one by heart, so there's no problem if I lose a bit of it. And I'm listening to the narration by Andy Serkis, and I really, really enjoyed him in Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit trilogy. So I don't like the Hobbit trilogy that much, but he's the best part in it. So I wanted to try this, and I'm really enjoying it so far. So I'm about third of the way through. I'm past Riddles in the Dark, which is my favorite. It was so good and so creepy. When I read it, I didn't find Gollum that creepy, but now I'm just I would have been so scared if I was Bilbo. I wouldn't want to be in this place. So yeah, so I'm going to continue on with this. I'm not prioritizing it. I'm just listening to the audiobook when I'm bored, when I'm putting my kid to bed or something. I'm not doing it while doing the dishes or anything like that. Or it just wouldn't work for me. So I'll be done with it when I'm done. But yeah, that's so good. I'm so glad I gave it another try in a different format. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna read in the month of September, and yeah, I'm really excited about this TBR. It sounds like everything about it. Yeah, it's. I think it's gonna be a good month. So let me know what you're reading in September, if you've read any of the books I mentioned and what you thought of them, and see you next time.